The secrecy surrounding UFOs has sparked intense curiosity. Their propulsion technology defies explanation. No jets, rockets, or discernible heat signature. The question is on everyone's lips. What powers this mysterious craft? But here's a mind-blowing twist. What if UFOs aren't extraterrestrial, but rather advanced human technology concealed from the world for decades? Are we alone in the universe? Or is the truth far more extraordinary? You need not wonder for long as Richard Dolan speaks on the latest UFO findings. Join us as we plunge into what he revealed. Prepare to journey into the unknown and uncover deep secrets. Richard Dolan. Doctor. Richard Dolan, a true Renaissance man, is not just a name in the UFO community. He is a leading historian, author, and researcher whose work has changed many perspectives about unidentified aerial phenomena. But who exactly is Richard Dolan, and what makes his contributions so significant? Richard Dolan was born June 21, 1962, in Potsdam, New York. He earned a history degree from the University of Rochester, establishing the framework for future studies on controversial topics. His unique approach blends rigorous academic knowledge with a desire to investigate the unknown. Given the title the Godfather of the Disclosure Movement, Dr. Dolan's obsession with UFOs began at age 8 in North Carolina. He saw an object in the sky with no human explanation, which sparked up a flair for extraterrestrial studies. Was it real? And how much did this event impact his life? Stay tuned to find out. He then began studying the UFO slate in the 1990s, initially motivated by the unique historical narratives surrounding them. His early work led him to write his first book, UFOs and the National Security State, published in 2000, which has become a cornerstone in UFO literature. He has also written books like AD After Disclosure and The Alien Agendas. Each work showcases his meticulous research, drawing connections between historical events, government secrecy, and the phenomena of UFOs. His journey from the high-stakes world of ER medicine to becoming a leading voice in extraterrestrial intelligence research is a fascinating tale of passion and purpose. He has since dedicated his life to unraveling the mysteries of alien intelligence, exposing numerous sightings and warning of a shadowy parallel government exploiting advanced technology for nefarious purposes. In his explosive book, ET Contact, Dr. Dolan reveals shocking evidence of ancient alien visits, heightened activity during the atomic age, and reverse engineering of extraterrestrial spacecraft, a revelation that challenges everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe. In addition to his writings, Dolan is a sought-after speaker and has presented his findings at conferences worldwide. He passionately advocates for transparency and acknowledges the UFO phenomenon by governments and scientific communities. What are his recent revelations on UFO? Keep watching to find out. Overview of UFO research and history. Every generation has eyes that look up to the stars, some with hope and others with dread. The unfathomable has always been a shadow hovering just outside our perception. In the vastness of the universe, our desire for understanding frequently fades into shadow. A mystery has hung over humanity for decades: unidentified flying objects, or UFOs. Today, we dig into the huge repository of knowledge gathered by historian Richard Dolan, revealing crucial sightings and events that could forever alter our perception of reality. Airborne occurrences emerged over Washington, D.C. in June of the year 1952. Radar operators observed multiple objects as military jets fired engines in pursuit, only to watch as the lights danced deftly beyond their reach. Despite government denials, the episode sparked an uproar within the general public, and according to Richard Dolan, instances like this functioned as a prelude, a wake-up call to what secrets remained hidden from public view. Toward the 19th of September, the summer of 1976, a list item lingered over Tehran, causing F-4 Phantom fighters to be alerted. The pilots encountered a jamming signal, which disabled their instruments. Were these alien visits or covert military tests conducted in secret? Stay tuned to find out more. Dolan emphasizes this incident primarily because of its repercussions. A consistent theme becomes apparent in the armed forces. Puzzled soldiers raise issues of power and governance. Who has true authority over the skies? The government has historically concealed critical information from the public. It's critical to recognize that what we see may merely be the tip of a vast, black ocean of reality, he said in an interview. Among the many intriguing sites, Area 51 stands out in the minds of UFO enthusiasts. Established in 1950, its mysteries have sparked concerns about reverse engineering alien technology. Dolan added that the public's fascination with such sites is not a dream. The juxtaposition of conspiracy and scientific research exposes the attempt to understand the unfathomable. On March 13, 1997, in Arizona, as many gazed into the sky, an array of lights floated in the sky. The witnesses ranged from ordinary folks to the governor. Despite official explanations of military flares, the event remains one of the most well-documented and riveting UFO sightings, bringing the question to the forefront. What are we being told? The truth may be stranger than fiction, and we must pursue it relentlessly. Technological and scientific aspects of UFO phenomena. For decades, the sky has whispered secrets where the improbable becomes true. What are the genuine technological and scientific foundations of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, that have haunted our history and imagination? Claims of UFO encounters began in the aftermath of World War II, which marked the beginning of the atomic age. As humanity strived toward the stars, we unintentionally created a Pandora's box. Military personnel reported flying events that defied the rules of physics as we understood them. What we generally regard as imagination may contain seeds of scientific truth. The technology revealed by these events may question our understanding of space-time and velocity. But therein is the danger. If such technology exists, it might result in enormous strength in the wrong hands. Technologies that are only possible in theory, such as those proposed by quantum physics, give us hope for the future. Can we, as mortals, control gravitation or wield warp travels? Or perhaps, as some propose, are these technologies already with us, but hidden under a veil of secrecy? UFO sightings are frequently written off in official government reports as weather air balloons, drones, or scientific aircraft. However, the fact that these claims keep coming up begs uncomfortable questions. Are we seeing cutting-edge military technology? Or are we seeing something much more mysterious? The once classified organization known as Project Blue Book was tasked with looking into UFO phenomena. Thousands of reports have been meticulously examined, but many are still hidden. Is it ignorance from apathy, or is there something darker at work? Richard Dolan's perspective on UFOs and disclosure. Buried deep in the federal and Army records is a truth that has continued to persist for decades, lurking in the underbelly of our ignorance. This is a fact that researcher and UFO expert Richard Dolan has devoted his professional life to revealing. The evidence for UFOs is overwhelming. It's not just a series of strange lights in the sky. We are dealing with something that interacts with our reality on multiple levels, he said. According to Dolan, the phenomenon surrounding UFOs threatens national security rather than just being the subject of wild speculation. He argues a purposeful deception by those in authority, citing occurrences of advanced technology and incidents involving military personnel. According to Dolan, the denial of facts about UFOs produces a deadly paradox in which the general population is in the dark and a small group of people dominate the narrative. He suggests that being silent is a tactic driven by fear and the possibility of societal unrest rather than just a decision. The truth shouldn't terrify us. Instead, it should empower us. The fact that we are not alone in the universe alters everything about what we understand. Yet here we are, shackled by fear and disinformation, says Dolan. He highlights a crucial crossroads, a society divided between belief and disbelief, fact and fiction. As the demand for transparency grows, the question remains: what will disclosure truly entail? UFO hotspot sightings. Imagine specific geographic locations where the fabric of reality seems too thin, allowing glimpses into the unknown. These enigmatic windows, scattered across the globe, have consistently yielded UFO sightings over prolonged periods, beckoning researchers to unravel their secrets. CSETI's Rapid Mobilization Investigative Team, RMIT, is the vanguard of this pursuit, deploying to identify hotspots to uncover the truth. With 20 grassroots working groups in the United States and Canada, CSETI's network is poised to respond to abnormal activity. However, joining RMIT's elite ranks requires more than just enthusiasm. It demands dedication, expertise, and sacrifice. Over 100 individuals have undergone advanced skills training, preparing them for the challenges of extraterrestrial contact. Yet, RMIT membership is not for the faint of heart. Team members must be willing to leave families and jobs on short notice, embarking on high-stakes and self-funded missions to the most UFO-active zones. As they venture into the unknown, RMIT members must balance their passion for discovery with the harsh realities of extended travel, financial burdens, and the physical and emotional toll of confronting the unexplained. Dr. Richard Dolan, who happens to be a prolific author and documentary filmmaker, has made an indelible mark on the universal understanding. With 5 books and 5 feature-length documentaries, his work has resonated with nearly 1 billion people worldwide. His latest masterpiece, The Lost County and How to Reclaim It, dives into the far-reaching downsides of a century-long UFO concealment, which he believes has arrested human progress in spiritual, cultural, and technological aspects. At the heart of this documentary lies a revolutionary concept: the disclosure of classified technologies, born from the groundbreaking discoveries of visionaries like Nikola Tesla. Dr. Dolan is convinced that these innovations hold the key to saving our planet Earth and eradicating poverty within the next 2 decades. With unwavering dedication, he has become a leading voice in lobbying scientists, inventors, and thought leaders to accelerate the development of clean energy systems. As a pioneering authority on transitioning our carbon-based civilization to a sustainable, technology-driven era, Dr. Dolan's work embodies the fusion of intellectual curiosity, creative expression, and humanitarian purpose. Through tireless efforts, he inspires a new generation of changemakers, illuminating the path toward a brighter, more enlightened future powered by technology. Unlocking the secrets of zero-point energy. Imagine a world where energy is limitless, pollution is a distant memory, and poverty is eradicated. Dr. Richard Dolan's groundbreaking work reveals the existence of revolutionary technologies, including zero-point energy, electromagnetic gravities, and consciousness-assisted technologies. These innovations have the potential to transform our reality. Still, the real secret lies not in the existence of aliens, but in the clandestine funding and exploitation of these technologies by a shadowy network of government agencies and private interests. In a revelatory NPR Illinois article, Dr. Dolan exposes the decades-long tradition of government secrecy surrounding UFOs and alien technology. He repeatedly states that the real issue is not the existence of extraterrestrial life, but the concealment of game-changing technologies that could disrupt the status quo. By hiding these innovations, governments have denied humanity the benefits of sustainable energy, environmental salvation, and financial liberation. Can you imagine? In the article from NPR Illinois, the author goes over the historical aspect of the government concealing UFOs, and then states that people have ceased to believe their government for the past 75 years.
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
The origin of such concealment dates as far back as the middle of the 20th century, when the world started to perceive the spaghetti western of the phenomena over the years. With the release of many such reports and the collation of more such information, the government's reaction has been one of concealing information as such, feeding the people's imagination, and giving rise to conspiracy theories concerning the things that are out there. One major program Dr. Richard founded in 1993, the Disclosure Project, was initiated to gather sincere testimonies from the military or government. Personnel who have met UFOs or have had some kind of contact or information on the secret programs of extraterrestrial phenomena collate these testimonies. The Disclosure Project aims to build a compelling case for government transparency and to pressure official MS to release classified information to the public. The NPR Illinois article highlights the improvement of the Disclosure Project in the wider context of the UFOs debate. Richards has helped to legitimize the conversation about UFOs, moving it from the conspiracy theories into the mainstream. The project has also played a crucial role in fostering public consciousness and encouraging a more open dialogue about the potential implications of extraterrestrial contact, technical suppression, and UFO sightings. Perhaps the most emphasized argument in Richards's discourse is the intentional concealment of the technologies associated with the UFO phenomenon. He says that some of these technologies, like energy systems and propulsion methods when made known to the public, could change the destiny of mankind. For instance, it could lead to the elimination of the use of fossil fuels, reduce pollution, and battle climate change. Still, the disadvantage is that it has stunted scientific developments and raised unfairness worldwide. In this way, those at the helm of affairs have ensured that such technologies remain a secret and never come to light. In the recent past, Dolan has gone on to say that some of the sightings of UFOs could result from technologies that people and not aliens created. This raises questions like the actual nature of these sightings and why they are hidden in the first place. If the progress of new technologies remains a secret, the prospect might be catastrophic. This may lead to the creation of a new format, an arms race that may have unpredictable consequences for the state of the world. What are some of the controversies surrounding UFO sightings? Keep watching to find out. Controversies and skepticism in the UFO community. Humanity has long wondered whether extraterrestrial life exists in the dark, limitless universe. The UFO community, a coalition of believers, skeptics, and conspiracy theorists, was born out of this pursuit. However, the attraction of the unknown is masked by disagreement, mistrust, and a divisive discourse. In these packed halls, supporters and detractors square off, and boundaries are used to separate rumors from reliable data. The UFO events is a clash of myth and reality rather than just a work of fiction, but false allegations frequently cast a shadow over sincere interactions. As said by Dr. Richard Dolan, every amazing sighting is met by an equally compelling refutation, which raises questions about the veracity of the UFO story. Most UFO sightings can be attributed to natural phenomena or human-made technology. When you strip away the sensationalism, what remains is a tendency for humans to jump to conclusions. People are frequently compelled by awe to view the inexplicable through the prism of magical stories. It's a precipice that fuels dissenters and believers alike, causing division.
As with all things UFO, the public debate is ferocious and ongoing. Was it all a hoax? Were we duped?
Here is a witness testimony by Karen C. Waters for the Daily Times. She said when she told her story, she faced accusations of fabrication. It's deeply isolating. The adherence to proven science overlooks the numerous testimonies that deserve consideration. Doubt is tight within laboratories for science. Though certain researchers accept UFOs as a valid field of study, many others write them off as niche subjects unworthy of discussion, which limits the scope of the discourse. Governmental opacity has contributed to conspiracy theories over the years. When initiatives like Project Blue Book were introduced, they were greeted with mistrust and accusations. The results were either categorized or left unsolved. The map depicts a fascinating spread across cultures and demographics, challenging the notion that such experiences arise solely from Western society. These sightings are not merely products of imagination, but represent a complex tapestry of human emotion and societal context. Doubt lurks in the shadows of every claim, yet humanity's insatiable quest for truth drives the UFO community forward, illuminating unshared experiences even amidst fervent skepticism. Ultimately, the question remains, will humanity ever decipher the truth, or will we eternally be ensnared in the dark narratives we create? As the shadows deepen, the battle rages on, pushing the boundaries of knowledge and misunderstanding in one of the most controversial arenas of our time. Future directions in UFO research. There are whispers of species who roam among the stars in the silent corners of our society. This is not just science fiction. It's a reality veiled in ignorance and scorn, a subject that mainstream science has long since abandoned. It stands on the edge of what lies ahead, a vast future yet so shrouded in mystery that it begs us to look closer. When climate fear and technological marvel collide in these times, the narrative begins to shift. Scientists now gaze upon the skies while governments covertly investigate anomalous aerial phenomena. From classified files to open congressional hearings, a new era of inquiry dawns. We are now in an age where evidence can no longer be dismissed as fantasy. The military has long been intrigued, capturing countless sightings on radar, documenting the inexplicable with every passing day. Some have even suggested these sightings may herald something beyond our understanding. Could they be a warning? A spark igniting an ancient fear? As we endeavor to decode these phenomena, new technologies emerge. AI algorithms delve into decades of data, unveiling patterns human eyes could never see. But can we truly understand what we seek? The dark corners of our research reveal something unsettling. What if these elusive beings are not seeking us? From the dawn of civilization, we've illustrated these visitors in stone and ink. What do they have to teach us? Perhaps they mirror our darkest fears. Perhaps they embody our highest hopes. Either way, they linger as specters in our consciousness. As we reach beyond the stars, venturing through the void, we must grapple with what it means for humanity should these cosmic travelers arrive. What if they bring knowledge or destruction? The implications of interstellar contact branch into the macabre. What do we risk by orbiting the unknown? As research veers into academia and governmental study, we must grapple with our relationship to these entities. Are we prepared? Sometimes we have to wonder who the real abductions are. Those who disappear from the immediate realm of understanding, or those who succumb to our primal curiosity, consumed by the allure of the dark. As we decode our past, we stand at the crossroads of a darker revelation. The conclusions we draw now may determine the course of our future. UFOs are not mere vessels, but vessels of contemplation, leading us deeper into our consciousness and fears. Technological advancements in UFO research. As we know, the era of UFO phenomena began in the late 1940s. The Roswell incident, often hailed as pivotal, sparked a firestorm of interest. The US government's response was cloaked in secrecy, obscuring a deeper reality that would soon become the fuel for conspiracy theories. Fast forwarding to today, where technological breakthroughs have revolutionized the field of UFO research. From high-altitude drones capable of capturing images of the seemingly impossible to algorithms designed to analyze years of data in a fraction of a second, humanity has found itself on the precipice of extraordinary revelations. Equipped with cutting-edge technology, researchers now examine vast sky areas far beyond the naked eye's view. Yet, as their investigation grows more sophisticated, a chilling question arises. What are they uncovering? Keep watching as we dive deeper into these mysteries. Numerous experts suggest that the very nature of modern research is influenced by the socio-political specters of government oversight and corporate interests, often intertwining secrecy and control. What's frightening is that while technology brings clarity, it also leaves a trail of doubt. Algorithms can manipulate data, and the narratives surrounding them are often curated for specific audiences, leading to a dangerous dance of misinformation which can cause damage to research. As governments around the world reveal their own classified UFO investigations, their narratives often serve dual purposes. They both fulfill the public's insatiable curiosity and concurrently mask military advancements and potential extraterrestrial encounters. In this darkened landscape, myths collide with reality, giving rise to a storm of narratives where personal agendas and the insatiable hunger for fame and clicks obscure the truth. As society grapples with these enigma-laden skies, we must ask ourselves, what price will we pay for the truth? In a world where technology unveils extraordinary possibilities, perhaps the most profound revelations lie not in the mysteries above us, but in the shadows within our understanding. International collaboration in UFO researching. In unprecedented gatherings, nations recognized that understanding UFOs required a collective approach. The United Nations launched initiatives to unify global efforts in studying unidentified aerial phenomena, a move many hailed as vital in safeguarding humanity's shared future. UFO research isn't just an academic pursuit. It deeply involves national security, technology, and even philosophy. Questions of our place in the universe provoke both wonder and concern. Collaboration is fruitful because different countries face unique challenges and possess various resources. Combining our expertise and technologies allows us to analyze data from a broader spectrum. Data collection has transformed the landscape of UFO research, pushing academia to develop new methodologies. Satellite imagery, radars, and ground-based cameras create dynamic databases. At the forefront of this international movement is the Global UFO Network, a collaborative effort encompassing scientists, military advisors, and independent researchers. Their mission? To pool global data and facilitate open dialogue among members of different nations. Evidence continues to mount, prompting a shift in perspectives. Governments enabling transparency, such as the recent declassification of military reports in the United States, lend credence to the calls for cooperation. The consistent acknowledgement of unidentified aerial encounters is compelling. More importantly, it underscores the necessity of a worldwide effort to address public concerns and pursue the common goal of understanding the unknown. Public interest in UFO research grows daily as citizens feel compelled to participate in discussions. The global fascination stems not just from entertainment, but increasingly from a collective desire for answers. Grassroots organizations are pivotal in aggregating reports, engaging communities, and encouraging citizen science initiatives.
I think I see something. See it right there?
The field has transformed with technology, allowing individuals to record and share their experiences instantaneously. The changing face of unidentified flying objects. Obsession.
All eyes are pointing up towards the sky.
There's a lot of secrets in District 9.
How did UFOs, once dismissed as fringe, become the center of serious government inquiry once more? The answer may lie in the sky and in our reflection, staring back at us from decades of unease and speculation.
We get reports every night.
I don't know what the hell it is. It looks like a rotating light around it.
Over the past few months, officials tasked with the federal government's investigation into unidentified anomalous phenomena, the rebranded term for unidentified flying objects, have been publicly sharing their findings. The All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office released its inaugural report on historical unidentified sightings of flying objects.
Right now, we need a system where pilots can report without fear of losing their jobs.
The conclusion?
Object 07/493 was first spotted.
There was no empirical evidence to suggest that any unidentified anomalous phenomena sightings represented off-world technology or the existence of a classified program undisclosed to Congress. Yet, despite findings, the debate rages on. In a press conference, Tim Phillips, the acting director of All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, reiterated that there's no proof of extraterrestrial involvement in these sightings. Former director Sean Kirkpatrick has also spoken out, going as far as to criticize conspiracy theorists for their baseless claims, even revealing in a recent interview the toll these theories have taken on him and his family. But these reassurances...
I'm not like a UFO fanatic. It's not me. But I will tell you that what we saw with 4 sets of eyes over a 5-minute period
have done little to appease the cries from certain members of Congress and disclosure advocates, who demand the release of all classified documents related to unidentified flying objects. But ever asked, how did we get here? Unidentified flying objects had largely vanished from the mainstream media and political discourse.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
For over a decade and a half.
The NASA independent study team did not find any evidence that UAP have an extraterrestrial origin.
That all changed in December 2017, when an article in the New York Times revealed that the Department of Defense had secretly run an unidentified flying objects investigation program from 2007 to 2012. Since then, unidentified flying objects have found their way back into congressional hearings and taken center stage on social media, podcasts, and cable television. To understand this shift, one must look back at the history of unidentified flying objects in popular culture. It all began on June 1997, when private pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing disc-like objects flying in formation near Mount Rainier, Washington. Dubbed flying saucers by the press, these objects sparked a wave of similar sightings across the United States. The world was still reeling from World War II, and the Cold War was in its early stages. Amid the growing arms race between the United States and the Soviet Union, complete with atomic weapons, surveillance balloons, and high-altitude aircraft, these sightings were disturbing. Initially, many speculated that the flying saucers were either secret military projects or the result of war-induced hysteria. But by the 1950s, the narrative shifted. As reports of strange, otherworldly craft continued to emerge, the idea that aliens were visiting Earth gained popularity. Many believed these extraterrestrials were drawn to our planet by our newfound nuclear capabilities and were concerned about the potential danger we posed to the solar system.
Some are saying that it's going to be a global killer.
Human civilization as we know it will change in 12 hours.
The destruction, we are told by experts, will be a mess.
The United States Air Force quickly took notice, launching its investigation into the sightings. From 1947 until 1969, officials repeatedly assured the public that these unidentified flying objects posed no national security threat. Most sightings, they argued, could be attributed to misidentifications of natural phenomena, Venus, lenticular clouds, birds, and weather balloons. But unidentified flying objects enthusiasts weren't convinced. Throughout the 1950s and beyond, civilian groups argued that the government was hiding the truth. They claimed that flying saucers were indeed the work of aliens, and that the United States government might even have alien spacecraft and their occupants. This skepticism fueled decades of public interest in unidentified flying objects, with civilian researchers taking it upon themselves to investigate. By the 1960s and 1970s, a pattern seemed to emerge. Many unidentified flying object sightings were reported near military bases and nuclear facilities. Witnesses claimed they were often pressured to change their stories by mysterious men in black. The 1980s and 1990s saw the rise of alien abduction tales, with individuals reporting being taken from their homes and subjected to terrifying experiments. These dark stories found a new home in the 1993 hit television show The X-Files.
What are they?
I don't know. Just keep watching, it's unbelievable.
Which portrayed an elaborate conspiracy between the United States government and sinister aliens. However, as the Cold War ended and the Soviet Union dissolved, public interest in unidentified flying objects waned. By the late 1990s, unidentified flying objects organizations saw declining membership, and many closed their doors. But the unidentified flying objects phenomenon didn't disappear. It simply went underground, surviving in online forums and niche communities. Then came the 21st century, marked by 9 of November and the rise of fears about terrorism. Unidentified flying objects seemed like a relic of the past, that is, until they weren't. In the post-pandemic world where drone warfare and skepticism of science have taken center stage, unidentified flying objects, or rather, unidentified anomalous phenomena, are once again a topic of national conversation. Despite the new name, the questions remain the same. Are these mysterious objects foreign technology, or could they be something else entirely? The demand for government transparency is as loud as ever, echoing past cries. This enduring fascination with unidentified objects speaks to a deeper fear that stretches back to World War II and the dawn of the nuclear age. It's the fear that powerful, unseen forces are at play, developing technologies we may never fully understand or control. As we look to the future, the unidentified flying objects phenomenon may continue to evolve, but its underlying anxiety is unlikely to fade. Do you think the stories and rumors of UFO sightings are true? Tell us in the comments section. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more on the sightings of UFOs and their impact on the world as we know it. Before you go, click on the video displayed on your screen.